In this video, I vibe code my first web app using Hostinger Horizons. This is the front page.
Welcome back to Naughty Codes. In this video, we are creating our first vibe coding app. This one is created through Hostinger Horizons, and you can find out more details in the description. But for now, I've just given it one prompt, and it started creating a whole bunch of pages for me, actually two. I don't know if this is free, but I'm going to show you what I tried in Loveable. This is the front page of how I did it in Loveable, and as you can see, it's very similar, but we're going to focus on the Hostinger Horizons one for now, just because I'm going to try it and see how it goes. So first of all, I asked it to create a React Native restaurant web app which is mobile friendly and looks similar to Dave's Hot Chicken. I'm sure you all know Dave's Hot Chicken. It's the biggest growing franchise in the United States right now for chicken. Exclude locations, as we only have one address. Have the first page start with a multilingual option, traditional Chinese or other language. The client that I'm creating this for is based in Taiwan, and so we are creating language options for it in traditional Chinese and English. And here I've said under the other language options on page 2 of other languages can have English, Afrikaans, Spanish, Hindi, Indonesian or Arabic, and use the attached image as your app reference. Then use the second image as the menu in Chinese and translate it to English. Use the next two attached images as examples of chicken and minced beef from the menu. Now, before I did that, my computer crashed, so this was a second attempt, and Hostinger Horizons came back with, I'd love to help you create this restaurant web app, however I don't see any attached images in our conversation. Could you please share the images you mentioned? I need Dave's Hot Chicken reference image to match the design style, menu image in Chinese so I can translate it to English, chicken dish example image, and minced beef dish example image. Once you upload these, I'll build a beautiful mobile-friendly restaurant app with language selection and a full menu. Now, it's doing this because when I first wrote out the prompt, I had attached the images, but obviously my PC crashed, and then I had to do it again, and that's why I didn't attach the images in the first prompt again. So I attached the image in the second section here, as you can see, images attached, and it said, perfect, I can see the images now. I have the Dave's Hot Chicken design reference, the chicken and minced beef dishes, and the Chinese menu. Let me build your mobile-friendly design, mobile-friendly restaurant web app with bilingual support. I'm starting to work on your restaurant app now. This will include language selection page, which is this page you can see on the right here, traditional Chinese or other languages, second language options, English, Afrikaans, Spanish, Hindi, Indonesian, Arabic, menu with the dishes from your Chinese menu translated to English, beautiful mobile first design inspired by Dave's Hot Chicken, and your restaurant info with a single address. And it said, alright, it updated 7 files. Awesome, your restaurant web app is ready. It features language selection, traditional Chinese or 6 other languages, full menu, all dishes from your images with translations, Dave's Hot Chicken style, bold red and yellow branding with mobile first design, restaurant info, single address display, and spice levels, flame icons for heat ratings. Would you like me to add any additional features like a card system, order form, or any design adjustments? I asked it to update the logo on the front page to the attached image, and as you can see, it didn't do that. It says I'm updating the logo on the front page now, updated one file, and done. Your Hot Chicks rooster logo, as you can see, rooster logo, there's no rooster logo there, is now displayed on the front page. The logo looks great and fits perfectly with a mobile design. Anything else you'd like to adjust? Now, after done that, it inserted this image. It had previously inserted another image, which I can't quite show you right now because it's the image. Actually, no, it's the image, the second image over here, the fourth image here. It's an image of the menu in Chinese. It showed that image as the first image, and now it's showing a picture of the spicy chicken. But I need to update all these images for the customer so it looks perfect. But in any case, here in this example under Hostinger, it looks like it's got the name correct, Hot Chicks. It's got the selector options correct. It's got the two buttons which are correct, which is the Chinese choice or the other languages choice. And then it's got your authentic hot chicken experience. It's got the flame there, the flame icon, and it's got that. That's nice. I like that. Then we go into this option here, and it shows all the menus in Chinese. Now it got this wrong because that's an image of Dave's Hot Chicken app. That's totally wrong. Then it's got the images of the chicken here, and it's got the pricing wrong, the image is wrong, and everything else was wrong. Alright, so that's as much as I can say about hosting your Horizons. If you don't get your info correct or do the prompt correctly, you will make mistakes. Going back here, it's got a nice back button. I've got the other language options. Now it's got English, Afrikaans, Espanol, Hindi, Bahasa Indonesia, and Arabic. Now I'm gonna try to see what it says in the English one first. Again, the images are wrong, the pricing is wrong, the add to cart's wrong. I like this that it's got the all items, chicken and beef right there, but that's got to be fixed up. All these images has to be redone, and the pricing needs to be redone. And then the restaurant info, if you go up in the drop down menu, it's got the address there, which is totally wrong, the phone number wrong, and the hours wrong. So and it looks like it's the same menu size as the menu. Sorry, this section, this HTML section is the same size as this menu size, which I thought was probably be better to put the restaurant info in the footer, but I didn't ask them to create a footer. So there is another error that needs to be looked at. Alright, let's go back here and see how it looks in Afrikaans. I didn't translate any of the pages for me in Afrikaans, so that it got that wrong. Terug, I think is most probably correct. Espanol, again, the menu is in English, which is wrong, but it got the buttons correct. Todos los artículos, polo, and carne de res. Yeah, I got that sections right. I got the información del restaurante, got that right, and I got that right too. But the menu got wrong. Vulva, excuse my Spanish, I don't speak it. But now let's try Hindi, which was probably but totally wrong. So that's the back button, and that's all items. That's chicken, and that's beef most probably. The menu in English was incorrect, and this one was probably correct. I don't know, but there you have it. I'm gonna have to change some of this. But now, let's look at a feature which Hostinger Horizons has, which is the edit content. And what I want to edit content here, as you can see, all this is now highlighted in dashes, which means I can change the name, but I'm going to change the image. So I'm going to click that, and it says change image and upload new image. I'm going to try to upload the new image. That's the logo. I'm going to enter that as the logo, and I'm going to do that as save. Let's see if it's able to change it. And yes, but it's basically what it's done is it's that it's, if I think it's got it right, it's got the square now inside the circle, which is kind of wrong. So I need to go into the code then, and I gotta create radiuses around the image, and I gotta create different sections around the objects. So we'll come back to this. You can even export the code here. You can ask the AI assistant, and you can do integrations, and you can publish. I'm going to come back to this section here, because if one looks at the index HTML page which they're loading, well, actually I should go to components and look under the hero image, correct? But that's for later. I want to see the index HTML page, and the load failed. So let's see if it got the hero image loaded. That load failed as well. So we go back to preview, and this is the state we have right now of Hostinger Horizons. My first attempt to do a Hostinger Horizons AI website. Thanks for watching. We'll be back soon. Alright, I'd just like to update this second part in the second section of this video by saying I also tried the Loveable.dev version, in which I copied and pasted the exact prompt which I used in the Hostinger Horizons website, and it thought for 20 seconds and it said, I'll create a bold, mobile-friendly restaurant web app inspired by Dave's Hot Chicken's energetic aesthetic, starting with language selection, then a vibrant menu with both chicken and beef options. Design approach: bold, red, black, white color scheme with spicy, energetic vibes, modern sans serif typography, high quality food photography, mobile first responsive design, smooth transitions and micro interactions, multi-language support for traditional Chinese, English and Afrikaans, Spanish, Hindi, Indonesian, Arabic. Features: language selection flow, 2 pages, menu with categories, chicken and beef sections, item details with description in selected language, and contact information with single address, cart order functionality. Let me build this with a stunning design system and generate the food images. It did 9 edits and it came back with this: create a bold, mobile optimized restaurant app with multi-language support and spicy chicken beef menu. The design uses a vibrant red-black scheme inspired by Dave's Hot Chicken. If you don't know, Dave's Hot Chicken is the fastest growing chicken franchise in the United States, which was recently sold to a venture capitalistic firm, or I think it was venture capital, for $1 billion. They had started off with $900 and now they've sold it off for $1 billion. That is quite the return. But my client is not even close to that, and it didn't even start off with $900. Anyway, that's besides the point. What's next? Add more menu items, expand the menu with size, drinks, desserts, or combo meals, shopping cart and checkout, build a full cart page with order summary and checkout flow, order tracking, add order status tracking with real-time updates, delivery options, implement back pickup and delivery selection with estimated times, user accounts, add logging functionality to save favorites and order history. And this is what it did. It implemented multilingual UI, which is what you can see on the right hand side here, and it shows that I have 2.80 credits remaining and I gotta pay for more credits. So the language selection is this, and it's offering me the Chinese option and the other languages. Now if I click on the Chinese section, it provides a AI generated picture over here with a menu in Chinese and pricing in dollars, and it's got sort of like a vibe here that if you mouse over it, the image will come to the fore, as you can see there, and it's got a list of all the menus here and an address. Obviously the address is wrong, but it got the title correct and the 3 postings of the location, the telephone number, and the opening times correct. Well, just that, those 3 icons correct, and of course the language translation. If I hit the back button, it doesn't have a back button here, so we'll have to implement a back button. I'll just right click that and go to back. I'm going to select other languages, and as you can see, it's got button examples of select your language. Now it should have most probably written select your language in English and Chinese, but I guess because the original, the first, it has a back button here by the way, the first one does give you the option to have Chinese. I don't think it's going to offer other languages with that in Chinese as well, but it's given me the option in the other languages. It's given me the option of English, Afrikaans, Spanish, Hindi, Indonesian and Arabic. If I click on the English one, it gives me again the same AI generated images with the English AI generated English description, add to cart buttons and pricing. And again at the bottom, this looks more like a footer and not like the other ones where they didn't have the footer. But in any case, this is Loveable and it's not Hostinger Horizons. So I'd give Hostinger Horizons one less point, and I'll give Loveable an extra point for putting the address, phone, and hours as a footer, rather than what uh, Hostinger Horizons did and made it sort of part of the menu. So if I go back, they need to implement the back button here, but I see they do have language options buttons here and a card button. So if I click on that, what does it give me? It takes me back to the language options button. Go to other languages, I hit on Afrikaans. It's got the this background image with the language translated, and so it's got it. I think now can't be sure with all the other languages, but it's got this Afrikaans correct. It's got this menu description correct. The price is correct, and even the I don't know if it's got the button correct, but it's got this part correct, and that's all what I can say about that. If I go back again, which I'm using that as a back button, but it should actually be a back button, I will go now to the Spanish option, and it was able to get the Spanish correct too using the AI generated images. It got the menu in Spanish, the pricing in English, and then of course the order button, add to cart button in Spanish as well. So it did that correct and did that correct. So I would give it kudos that Loveable is a little bit better than Hostinger Horizons right now. And if I go to Spanish, sorry, I did go to Spanish before. Let's go to another language which I completely don't know. And Arabic, let's say. I don't know that. So, well, I don't know any of the other languages except the English one. And so there you can see it created the Arabic menu as well, and Arabic cart button, and of course the Arabic addresses. I would say at the moment Loveable is leading the pack. I gotta go to the back button there. I'd say Loveable is leading just because they got the menu correct, but I can't say the same for anything else. So there you have it. That was just a quick comparison of what was done in Loveable, but the main focus for day one is the app done in Hostinger Horizons. Stay tuned as we will go to day two sometime, and we'll post that video a little bit later. Thanks for watching.